Yeah, you've got to question why Flamey's like in that kind of position when it was such a big round, why you'd go down those kind of areas with no man
alone,
with you. Like, it's absolutely crazy. He got taken down pretty convincingly there. Now they've got given another gun, and now all they have to do now is fall back to the bomb sites and force Navi to come in and make them do a plan. Like, VP are in a great position now.
Also, Guardian is the only man with the smoke on the side of Navi, so less cover to even get to the sites. Maybe they can try to use it to plant inside of it, but working from the 4v5 position is going to be very, very difficult. I know Zeus was in that connector area. Maybe he was hoping to come out the door and assist Flamey, but some smoke perhaps.
Drop on communication there, but now they have no real utility to get inside. There's no Molotovs. They have one smoke grenade, but I think they just have to walk in and hope they make the frags here. There is a lack of weapons on the CT side, so that is working in their favor.
Well, 5-7s.
Well, yeah, we know how strong they can be, but it's going to be very difficult. Taz really is going to have to be the anchor here, and Guardian does take out Bialy. It's going to be all down to Taz now. Will he be able to get anything? Opens up with a headshot to Guardian, and the next frag will be very important. Siege takes him down, and it looks like now they're going to swarm this box side now, and it should be a pretty easy sweep for them.
Is Pasha going to go for the 1v3? He is right here. Now the smoke's coming down, though, and that was the one. Actually, might have been picked up from the corpse of a CT, but Pasha hits the bank shot. Been practicing basketball over at the hotel. We do have a court out there. Pasha going to turn quickly, finds Zeus, but sees from Graffiti will bring him down, and 2 kills on the round, 4 Cs. Navi now taking 2 in a row.
Yeah, I actually really like that from Pasha. That grenade was perfect. As soon as he got that, he realized he actually had a chance. Unable to get that last frag there, but a great opportunity for him nonetheless. We can see the economy now, after losing so many rifles, the terrorists actually have a difficult buy here. Whether they're going to have to go for Galils or AKs here, but luckily for them, the CT's economy is completely wrecked. They're going to be on an almost full eco here, a couple of P250s, a CZ there. But as we can see that now they've actually opted for the MAC-10s, the nice scouting weapons, and hopefully they go man for man and don't allow VP to get that opening frag again. They should be absolutely fine there. There shouldn't be much to deal with.
You can see trying to pinch into construction. VP getting a bit more aggressive since more or less they're on a full eco, just some upgraded pistols, and the MAC-10's going to work. Edward with, what, 1,200 bucks coming in off those MAC-10 kills, so he's playing Farming Simulator right now. It's not even Counter-Strike. Snacks to find another one at the door. He'll pull out that sider. Actually switches to the... Oh, did he just pick another one up instead of reloading? Yeah, full 30 bullets there. Being chased. Still could perhaps... I don't know. The AKs for Navi and the bomb planted. Trying to save. But it's not going to do you much good, right? You're going to have to buy up, trying to find some exits.
Saving a MAC-10 for next round for the first gun round is not really going to do much for you. I guess he's going to be looking for another kill here. Managing to pick up 2 already has been pretty good for him. What's going to be interesting next round is to see the setup VP employ, whether they'll actually be getting the AWP out or they'll be opting for a 5-rifle setup. We've been talking about Neo being actually the main AWP of this tournament so far. It's been an interesting switch for them. We know Pasha normally being their talisman with the AWP, but here we go now. This is where things get interesting. Neo does in fact pick up the AWP, and Guardian has one of himself. This is where it gets really difficult. Like, if you look statistically, Guardian out-warps Neo all day long. So how do you see this one going down?
Well, if where's Neo going to take this actually based on his spawn? He is going out aggressive towards the bathrooms with Snacks there supporting him, Pasha up towards long, and Guardian is over towards B. So the opposite, the first part of the round, not going to hit it off. So it seems that the bomb here towards the B side. I mean, Navi, they love their slow B takes. They always kind of spread out connector control so they can go A or B, but they're very strong when getting into that B side.
Famous for their slow takes on all bombs, that's across all maps as well. They kind of rely on Guardian getting a pick almost anywhere. He knows angles, he knows the timings of these players, but they'll happily wait till 20 seconds before they even do anything. Like they know they're strong enough to get onto the bomb sites and swarm at that point.
And we haven't even seen do his favorite thing on this map yet, that Molotov onto the sandbags and the spam through, and he starts doing that and nets some kills early on without even seeing anybody. Zeus, though, does find a player that Snacks there in the stairs. Gonna push it down to get some aggression. Flamey moving out and somehow unable to bring in that kill, so Taz finds him. Can he get another? No! Zeus cleans it all up. And the hopes on the round pretty much destroyed for VP. Neo and Pasha, I'm sure, even with the bomb not being down, thinking about saving. And now, as Neo is smoked off, maybe trying to do some more damage or quickly turning it into a 2-on-3 that they could go for. Backs off, Pasha waiting here for the exit.
Unfortunately for CTs, they showed so much aggression. They're trying to go for the early frags. They didn't actually allow Neo to have any impact on the round whatsoever. When you're pushing up in those sort of positions, I prefer the crossfire setups, especially in that stairs area. I prefer when you have players facing, getting aggro, and trying to utilize the AWP in that situation as well. They had Neo sent towards the toilets, but he didn't get any sort of impact whatsoever. And that's a pretty easy round for Navi. It didn't seem like there was any pressure whatsoever. They lost 2 players, but the bomb goes down. Pasha's going to be the last man remaining now, but 4-1 in favor of Navi on the T side. This is what we're talking about. When they start running away from this game, game, like it's going to be almost impossible for VP to get back into it. Next round, well, next couple of rounds, I guess, will be very important. They need to find some momentum here and actually start winning the CT rounds.
So let's look at the economy. Not very good.
No, this
is
an
average 3K there for the CTs.
VP,
Did they try to do anything with this?
Last event, especially, like, VP made a lot of mistakes with their economy. They did a lot of force buys, and that was almost their downfall. You can see here they're being quite disciplined. They are keeping Pasha with the M4. He has got armor, but the other guys just getting some P250s just to support him. They haven't gone all in here, which I like. I think they're banking on the fact they know they can get back into this. It's not too late. It hasn't run away from them too much yet. But yeah, they're showing some aggression towards the middle area.
Finally.
They're going to actually show and try and get the early frags here. But Navi are all too aware. They have Guardian. Oh, he actually gets taken down there. No response as well. Flamey as well, and it's going to be exchanging frags all over this middle area. 3-on-3 situation now. Bialy does get taken by Zeus, and now they take the advantage, but the next phase will be very important. Both players head towards the stair area, and all of a sudden, Navi just make that call. Just get towards A, perhaps. They're going towards the long area.
Snacks coming up the ladder. Sees those so patient. He's not pushing out. He's just holding the angle. He's expecting this, and it's an easy kill for him. Headshot onto Snacks. You know, I'm going to take that pistol as well, taking it right away from him. So it is now just Taz. Did go in. Was he the only player with Kevlar that went in here on this round? Yeah. Kevlar CZ, or CZ, I should say. I won't say that.
CZ.
So just trying to save again. And finally, that's not the first, pistol or eco round we've seen from VP. You don't have to go all in with your economy, but I do kind of prefer an all-in strategy. Just go aggressive, try to shut them down, get in their faces early on. It almost worked. They had Pasha, though, go alone long with the rifle. I would have liked to have seen one person support him. So if he went down, at least then you can get another rifle on a CT.
He took one down of his own, but now Taz is going to be left in a 3-on-1 situation. If he gets one more frag, that's a really decent eco for VP. Nonetheless, he doesn't get one, but here we go. This is where it gets interesting. I'd like to see VP actually just do a nice passive round, like actually make Navi come into the bomb sites. Last time we saw them push into the stairs area, getting locked down in those exchanges. Taz got pushed to the monster as well. He got one frag, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. It was too little too late at that point. Neo is picking up the AWP this time. He didn't really have an impact on the first gun round. He has got a decent spawn now. Will he be actually challenging Guardian in this mid area?
Yeah, the only thing Neo did with that op was he tried to save it, and when he was doing that, he actually missed his one shot that would have kept him alive.
This is better. So when they lost the frag here last time, they're going to respond now with actually Neo facing it. This could be really clever. If they actually get an angle here onto Zeus, he could get the frag here and just fall back, and it'd be the perfect exchange for them.
Can he see him? Is there going to be a sliver there? No, he's not. Zeus is kind of up on that little pallet on the wall. And Neo expects it. Zeus is there literally every single round, and it will be smoked off. Neo perhaps going to move out towards construction, that short drain, and he will do that. Navi once again, though, very geared up towards the B side of things for now. Guardian taking some damage, but so have Neo and Taz. They've gotten actually pretty low. And who is this man? Guardian is the one lurking out here by that coil outside of Monster. And I think Navi taking it slow, trying that B side of the map, but things are starting to rotate slowly back out towards that fountain area. Long player 4, that's Pasha out towards long. Still with the rifle. So it's been Neo with, this is what, his second go with the op we've seen?
Yeah, I think this is much better from them. They've looked down the map, they haven't found any frags, but they've fallen back to the bomb sites, and they're making Navi work for it now. The time is running out, but we should say that Edward takes down Pasha. Fantastic frag from him. 5-on-4 situation now, and now Navi, all they have to do, they're looking like they're opting towards the B bomb site. They're point man, Guardian going in, and he normally finds this frag all day long, and he's going to be slowed again. This is what we're talking about, 20 seconds on the clock. This is their perfect time to execute. They probably will turn this one into a
bit of a gap for Neo. Can he get the shots? Bialy does find one, but Zeus with the double. Neo does get it. He brings down Guardian. But look at Edward. He's still, okay, yeah, he was locking people in the A site. He always gets up, lurks towards that party during the B take, so he can't come down through the connector and flank. That time he was locking them in the A site, so some time wasted. Snacks rotating over, up in window. Into a 1v2. Zeus is down to 9 HP. He switches out for the op. And that's more in an effort to just run away and keep that big scoped rifle than it is to go for this.
It's kind of interesting. Every single round they're losing right now. It's not coming down to the fact that they're losing the crossfires or even the executions on the site. It's one player getting taken down, and then that thins out the CT side completely, and it's very difficult to hold off the bomb side, especially on a map like Overpass. As soon as a team like Navi get that pick on you, they know as soon as they can do it, they've got the advantage on you, and being in the form they are right now, they're going to win those battles every single time. So right at the VP, they just need to make sure they're playing their game. They've managed to save an AWP here. It would be interesting to see what kind of buy they actually opt for here. Like, playing off an AWP on this sort of situation can be very strong if you can decide where to put him and open up an initial frag. Neo's actually got a little scout as well, so they are actually opting to win this one. They fancy their chances there.
I'd assume that scout's going to go for a jump spot towards A or long. Looks like he's in bank for now. Or actually, no, in the window. So hard to tell on Overpass where they're actually going. Pasha took that CZ up forward towards mid, Snacks with him as well. 2 players towards B. Taz is maybe going to go for an information grab with along with B Alley. They're kind of coming through towards that B side, but Seized, as he often does, lurking outside of Monster and just waiting for something. Again, Navi showing us what they're best at, just taking it super slow.
They're the masters of this, just looking for any pick they can find, and they normally get it as well.
Especially, I mean, Snacks a lot of times will go for the aggressive plays on the CT side, so just kind of waiting for maybe Snacks to make a move. And Zeus has been on point. How many 2K rounds has he had, or even first kills?
Yeah, he's top fragging right now. You don't really see that from him normally. He normally Mr. Consistent, gets one frag per round maybe, but he seems to be topping the scoreboard now. 11 frags for him. Very strong game so far. 6-1 currently for Navi. As we go into this 8th round, it's going to be a man advantage for Navi. But Bali does answer back. He has got the positioning on Guardian here. Might manage to take him down. If he faces, he actually has got a free kill on him.
Seized will be able to clean it up and get that bomb. Those at the end of Monster, but Neo with the scout from that column will be able to take him down. Edward and Guardian actually about the same HP on both sides here. Neo down to 6, Guardian at 11. That grenade could have easily killed anybody. Edward though jumping up onto the railing, trying to get over the site. Headshot Neo with the scout. Guardian now P250 brings down Neo, 11 HP, but he's got that op. It might not matter. Peeking on the smoke, and Snacks hits the shot. And he keeps Guardian quiet. Guardian only 2 and 6 here. Yeah,
14 seconds on the clock. Guardian knew he had to go absolutely crazy there and find one of his trademark flick shots. Amazing that Snacks manages to pull it off and get through the smoke there and get that rounder. Very important for them. This is the point now they need to get some momentum on the board. 6-2 when you're on the CT side. Not a good place to be, but they have got a full buy in their hands now, and what a great round for them to win. Like Scouts and AWP, and like I was saying, that's when it's very strong. You can rely on the AWP to get a couple of picks there, and Neo doing some fantastic work with the Scout. It can be such a strong weapon, especially on maps like Overpass.
Yeah, and we'll see Pasha now taking up that op. So a bit different approach, and he'll go towards long with it. So far, actually, Navi have not worked long once.
Well, they've been so focused towards B, haven't they? They're going towards the stairs area, looking for any frags they can. They just seem to find the first frag. They're not being forced to actually go into the bomb sites right now.
Well, now that an attempt finally failed, even as close as it was, maybe we'll see them trying to diversify which bomb site they want to approach. Edward getting into one of his best positions. His favorite stuffed animal there, the elephant, making him feel comfortable. And some pizza, how nice. Watching in that party. If he runs into anyone, it'll probably be Snacks up towards the bathrooms, but you can see Guardian maybe gonna boost up. Yeah, we see Seized up on top. Molotov into the barrel, so trying to, force the CTs to move about a bit in that B defense. And did someone just get tagged there? Yeah,
Edwards in the long area here. Pasha's going to be in a difficult situation. He has actually got the AWP now. Guardian takes down Snacks. This is the pick we're always talking about. Navi find their one pick, and then they can execute on bomb side, knowing they have the advantage.
And look, Pasha, he's on that run. It's so hard to fall back from long, and Guardian is posted up again where there's no cover. Those changes to the A side coming into an effect. Bialy, though, does shut down Seized. Seized trying to be a thorn in their side. Hit him from the backside there, but now it is Navi's turn to go in to this A bomb site. Guardian hitting yet another shot. He's finally starting to heat up. Edward to bring down Neo. Neo did find Zeus, and now it's all on Bialy. He's just greeted with that grenade. He's coming up, kit and 4 in hand. That is it. Molotov to buy some more time, and he's got to forfeit the round. He needs to save this.
Yeah, this is an absolute nightmare round for VP to lose as well. After winning that round there, they're going to reset economy. They have got enough. If they save his M4, they could potentially force it, but that's going to be like the danger time for them. If they start force buying here, they're going to get themselves into a complete rut. Bialy does pick up Flamey there. Consolation frag almost is. He's got absolutely no chance to get it back into this. Him just saving his weapon right now is all the best he can hope for.
It seems like he will. Bomb about to go off, but already Navi 6, and now this will make 7 rounds on their T side, and potential for so much more. I mean, you talked about that bonus being gone. You're on the CT side. It's so expensive for VP to try to buy up.
This is when it's going to be difficult. You can see that they have got enough to kind of, if they really wanted to force this, they could.
And they are. Neo with the up.
So like so far, like it's been difficult. Their AWPs haven't had any response to Guardian. He picked up another 3K that round. It's going to be a difficult one for them. The scout was coming out before. We did see that being successful for them. So this is another round they have to win. Like losing this one's going to force them into a full eco, and then they're going to be in the real hell of CT.
Yeah, they've only got dust left in their wallets right now after this buy-up, and not to mention, not only have they not really had, they've had more success with the scout than they've had with the op, and Neo now is going glass cannon here, so he can't take a first shot from an AK. He'll then miss. and that'll be very, very rough.
I like this boost they've got going on there to change the pace for them. They haven't seen this yet so far in this TT campaign, so they are mixing things up. They know Navi are favouring the B bomb site, so he's trying to show some presence over there. There we go.
Oh, I don't think that was on stream, but Guardian, someone was jumping from the back of SWAT at Bank, and Guardian just took his head off. So starting off really, really strong, does get brought down to 23, so maybe it'll be a bit more passive, but again, another pick. And Navi has, what, a minute at that point to work with now, 5v4.
You can see it looks like they're going to do a full A execution here. Smoke's going to coming in. I don't even see how VP can hold it off. So they've got literally no utility whatsoever. Neo, the Orpa, is going to have to hold them off. He has to get a pick here. He's lurking in this bathroom area. He gets the frag. That's exactly what he needed to do. And now they may have a chance to get into one. Snacks actually asks back on the Guardian as well. And the next frag would be very important indeed.
Zeus is in a good spot, though, to mess with Neo. Neo, he can't get the second shot, so only one kill from that forward position. Now, 3-on-3, it has evened up. They're going for a boost over there at the semi-truck. Let's see if that works out. They were trying to see over the smoke, but maybe a head spotted. You can't be that high. There's got to be someone underneath. Zeus sprays through. Flamey with the headshot and sees burning someone alive. Another round for Navi. It's
just like I keep saying it, but these picks they keep sacrificing at the start of every single round. It's almost impossible to hold off a team like Navi if you're giving them the opportunity to get these frags. If you're not actually responding and getting the kill yourself, you should not even be facing. Opt for crossfires, make them come to you. But right now, look at this. They're on 8-2, and they've got absolutely no money to play with whatsoever. Like, you can see the look on their faces. They know they're in despair right now. And I'm not really sure what the answer is. Like, they've tried aggression. They've tried going for the AWP setup, going for the one picks, but they're not doing that. Guardian is rolling with the AWP now. And, yeah, it's bad times for VP. Like, I'm not really sure what their answer is right now.
Next round for money won't be much better. $2,400 coming their way if they lose, and that's only going to put them mid 4K, so there's no chance for an op. Maybe if someone gets a frag, you could glass cannon op again, but again, there's been no success with the op, so I know it's CT side, but you maybe just try
I think they go for the 5 rifles,
yeah.
Start getting crossfires going. Like, even if you don't have to show that presence in mid, maybe get a long setup there. They know Guardian's going down, they're looking for picks some rounds, so get the cross-up set up, maybe go close. As soon as he shows some presence, that's when you go for the face. As we said, our big man there, Guardian taking down Pasha, and now it's going to be another 5-on-4 situation.
Absolutely rough. Well, we know what to expect from this, right? We've seen it enough times. I'm sure VP does as well. It's probably hard to stay positive, even though
Wow, there we go.
Uh-oh, the pistol kills come out. Edward finding one, but just like that, Guardian gets another op shot. It's now Snacks alone. Does have an AK. It would actually be really big to their next round if he could try to save this rifle.
Well, he's actually got the bomb down there.
Oh, nice.
Navi have to get the bomb back. It's a one-on-one situation now. To be really difficult guarding with the AWP. He's got an idea. This could be fantastic from him. Great shot. Textbook stuff from Guardian. He doesn't miss those ones very often and takes down Snacks. A valiant attempt from him. Getting 2 frags and the bomb. Good. It could have gone either way had he got that positioning, but there we go. The 5 rifle setup. They know the AWP hasn't been working for VP so far. I think now they have to opt for the crossfire setups, make them come to the bomb sites and allow themselves to actually have a fighting chance instead of going 1v1 against the players of Guardian who are in godlike form right now.
Yeah, it's since the new Overpass, the CTs are forced to play out of the bomb site more aggressive, but if it's going to end up in Navi getting a pick every single time, maybe you try the passive setup into that A site. Try to just retake it. Let's see. Snacks, though, still moving forward, trying to peer over this smoke, and that's very common. I mean, you see that smoke? I mean, even I'm going to spam the crap out of that.
That's saying something.
Yeah. Hey, we've never played together, so you can't even... After the finals, we're going to have caster analyst 10-mans.
Okay.
I want it streamed, but it probably won't happen.
I'll probably just go home at that point. Cheers,
So, Guardian has taken some early damage. Seized, still trying to get into construction. Taz, though, jumping, will spot him. And I think a player coming into window for VP, so it will be 3 heavy CT defense over towards B. And Navi's still trying to... find something here. They haven't got the pick yet, so they will have to hit a site.
Well, this is what we're talking about. So you can see Pasha and Snacks here. They've got those bathrooms set up. They can play off each other, get information, turn the crossfires around, and play the turret set up. But this is good now. They're not giving the first frag away. They're making Navi have to think about it. They're going to have to do a full-on execute. It looks like they're actually going towards B here, and VP actually have got 3 men over there. This could be perfect for them. They're a good response and a nice play for them, but it might be too little too late at the current scoreboard.
Yali slowing them down, hit a good flash, got flashed though. In return, and Flamey going to get the entry there. There's the first kill of the round happening a minute and 20 seconds into it, but Pasha and Taz holding on. Tough shot here for Flamey, and Neo will be able to take him down. Zeus on 4 HP versus 4, and VP, the 5 rifle setup being passive, finally pays off.
Unfortunately, like I said, it's going to be too little too late at this point. A team like Navi getting 9 rounds on T side of Overpass, it's going to be very difficult to break them at this stage. But that was fantastic from VP. Getting that information, having 2 men in the bathrooms area, 1 looking towards long, getting some intel on middle as well. They were able to give the call, like, guys, you can stay on B, keep the 3-man set up there, get the crossfire set up, and that's exactly what I've been saying like for 4 or 5 rounds, I think. Like, as soon as they got that in, they were able to play off each other and get the first frag. And a change of pace here, actually. Neo going to be changing it up and getting the AWP and facing towards the stairs area again. This could work out quite nicely for them. They get some presence here. Maybe Zeus will actually fancy facing this one.
Snacks once again with that smoke pushing up, and I think Edward and Flamey taking damage from a early grenade as Navi were working out towards middle quite quickly. Snacks almost flanked down to 4 HP, and he can't retreat out, so Edward will find him 4-on-4 as Navi is only on some upgraded pistols, Tech 9s, a couple players with armor. Neo missing that op shot, has not really... He had, you know, that round with the scout. He was the one that did it, but so far with the op, we haven't really seen much from him at all.
I think on this round, now they've ascertained the teaser on Tech 9 by, like, why wouldn't you fall back to the bomb side? They're showing his presence here. They haven't got the crossfire set up, and it looks like Navi might actually get themselves back into this. Next frag's going to be like, really critical.
Neo. You can't bring it home, and this is so rough. For VP, a round they should win just based on, you know, having so much more weaponry, and Navi's still in a position where they could maybe do it. Smokes, I mean, all the utility nades for Edwards, so they could probably get the bomb down. It's now heading over towards B. Seized is already in there and in a pretty good spot. It looks like holding out under the window, so could very easily catch Bialy here. Let's see, Seized actually, I mean, not knowing this, pushing around towards the CT stairs.
This is good.
And they're still taking it so slow. This bomb is going to go, if it goes down, it'll be very last second. No one's even at B for VP. Bialy thinking about coming through.
Oh, yeah, I was going to check it as well. That's unlucky. That was a really smart play from him. I'm smoking up here, forcing him to come to the lower area there, and they will be taken down. The bomb does go down, so a good eco for them. 3 frags and the bomb going down is fantastic, but that could have gone either way. Like, had they not checked that position there, it could have been really dangerous for them. But nonetheless, another round on the board for VP here. Their 4th one of this campaign. But I kind of see them losing the next one, and it might be the rest of them. They might only get 4 here.
Well, that's the problem. They lost 3 people there against the Tech 9s. Yeah. You called for it. You wanted to see them fall back. You've got the information, Tech 9s. Let's get out of here, because that gun, and it's better than the M4s if you find them in the bathrooms. And money is still very tight on the CT side, so let us see what Navi will do. Can they get into the double digits here for T side? From what we've seen, probably so.
Well, they've opted for the 5 rifle setup this time, which is interesting, as Guardian has been so instrumental to them getting the picks so much. So what they'll do, they'll probably slow it down a little bit, but they'll go for a more set-piece play here. They can't rely on the pick so heavily now, but let's see how this one pans out. VP opting for the 3-man towards B yet again, and it's been working for them. Let's see what the other guys are doing towards A.
All right, well, Navi getting full control of construction. C's now throwing his kind of signature Molotov with the spray down, allows Navi to get in there, but VP with 2 kills, shutting that down and looking very, very solid here. Neo, there it is. He's got an op shot. So maybe the cobwebs are off. He's polished it up. He's ready to go. And really not a moment too late. 6 rounds if VP can get to it. Like maybe there's a chance with pistol and coming into the second half.
Anything's possible. It's his LAN after all.
That's true. So Edward and Guardian, they still got the bomb with them, coming back towards middle. There is Snacks in a very dangerous position, and wow, Guardian so quick with those reactions. I thought for sure he was about to be caught off guard. Pasha, though, did get the refrag almost immediately until Edward silenced him. So 1-on-3, 30 seconds left, and he's running the bomb up towards long.
Yeah, 30 seconds on the clock. So you do very well here to even get the bomb down. Like the current money situation going into the last round, they're going to not have a lot to play with. So if he can get the bomb down in any sort of capacity, it's going to be fantastic for them. We lost man at Sing Sing.
Is he? Well, Sing Sing's a Dota 2 player, so I don't know if he's trying to. Or is Sing Sing maybe a different? I'm not sure what Sing's Twitter is. So I guess we'll be a little bit in the dark on that. So match pause, quick sound problem for Navi, it appears. And having lost that round, coming into the last one, actually. Yeah,
so I was talking about getting the bomb down would have been really important for them. They might have been able to squeeze it by out. Now, last round, they'll be doing the full Tech 9s, Deagles, armor, anything they can afford. They can see them getting some smokes here. I wouldn't be surprised they went for a full-on set piece just to get a wall of smokes down, just to force the bomb down in that sort of situation. And then we can get playoff post-plant situation at that point. But yeah, like, talking about the next half especially, like Navi I consider one of the best CT overpass teams in the world. Having 9 rounds to play with, if they do get the pistol, like this game's almost over for me. It's going to be almost impossible for VP to get back into this one, but they have shown some good form. Like towards these last few rounds, they have managed to find some great rounds actually not even dropping a frag in the last couple of them. So maybe there is an answer back. Maybe they've kind of woken up and got blown the cobwebs out, as you said. But yeah, a small sound issue here. We'll probably be waiting for a couple of minutes or so.
Yeah, you got to wonder, right? VP here, even able to get 5 rounds, and we've seen that the ops haven't been working for them. But now, when Navi switches over to that CT side, and Guardian's going to have the op,
the op's going to work.
Like
for him.
the op is going to get it 1 kill at least every single round. So that will be.
He's so
quite
scary.
difficult.
Like the thing you can try and counter him is like he goes towards long, he goes towards middle, he sometimes goes towards B. You may know what he does, but you have to try to work out what he's done that particular round. Like you know what angles he holds, but if you're not able to read where he is every single time, it's very difficult to lock him down. And without VP hitting, like we saw Neo actually finding some more form towards the end there, but I still don't find him anywhere near the same level Guardian's going to be on.
That was really rough. That was actually one of the worst like Neo opping performances I've seen. But looking at the kills, he's actually still doing the best. He's got 13 here, 12 for Snacks and Pasha, 9 and 7 for Taz Bialy. Over for the frags for Navi, 13 on Edward, 15 on Zeus. Zeus started off on this map with something to prove. He was going absolutely nuts.
One thing to know as well, last time these guys met, C's was actually the MVP. He took a 30 bomb against VP actually, and that was when he played absolutely out of his mind. It's quite good to see like the guys can still, like even when he's playing a quiet game, they still can pull rounds from the bag. The main thing about that whole half was just the opening picks. Like when VP were trying to run the AWP setup, they faced every single angle and they lost every single gun battle there was on the map, and it was really disappointing to see they didn't adapt early enough. As soon as they actually realized we can just do the 5 rifle setup here, get the information and just hold back, and they play the crossfires, it worked so well for them. Unfortunately, I think it may be a little bit too late.
And some more nades bought up here in the pause time, so more smokes coming in with the Tech 9s.
Yeah, so they've got Molotovs to play with as well, so they can flush out CTs potentially. They can work out where they're going to be, utilize the Molotovs correctly, smoke off some key choke points, get the CTs to face them by forcing them, but there we go.
You think? I mean, Navi has played this half so slow. Do you think on the last one here they just do like a very, very quick 3-2 split onto B?
They'll either go straight towards B and do a full execute, smoking off the main points, or they'll go somewhere like long and trying to get the presence there and push the CTs back and do an A execute. I would say, judging by what I've seen from Navi before, they'll go towards the B bomb site and try and just to get the bomb down there any way they can. And that's going to be the best way they can do. Just getting a bomb down, just forcing that pressure onto the CTs will be really important. That's where they're going to find form with these Tech 9s.
I do like the long approach as well. A team like, I guess, Cloud9, who we'll see play later, obviously play Overpass quite a bit. They just go towards, they're like the complete opposite of Navi. They'll go long A almost every single round because it really is so hard to hold. As long as you can get that opper off of that flower box, a lot of times you can get him when he's trying to fall back, or at least just force him back into the site. And it's so hard to hold those angles, and there's a great wall of smokes that you can throw. I know that Navi has one at A. They throw it, from the truck across the front of the site, just kind of blocking off everything. They'll plant and fall back to the bathroom. So perhaps we see that, but again, it's been B almost every single time for them. We have a car in respawn.
So it's the same, actually. I think they're talking about some sort of noise.
Oh, yeah, sounds. Maybe are they hearing the train, you think, perhaps, coming across? A double
shh. I don't really know what that means, but I guess it's some sort of sound interference coming through the headset. A double car setup, OP.
Yeah, I don't think your stream's not seeing the in-game chat, but I think that the players are trying to sound out white noise by typing it in the chat, maybe, or like a buzz.
So that's what's going on here. So they're using the soundproof headsets, right? They counter out any sort of outside noise by playing white noise through the headsets.
So they don't hear us.
Which makes sense. You don't want to be able to hear the casters. Right?
That
might be a greater evil than hearing some white noise.
So we did have the player cams up there for Navi, and you can see they're not even talking right now. It looks probably already know exactly what they want to do for this. So we can see, I believe, there's Taz not knowing is on camera, so he's not giving us the death stare. All right, Flamey, checking out those HLTV threads.
So one thing to note from that first half as well, VP actually won the pistol round, right? Pasha found that great.
Yeah, they did.
Like bit of form there. Got 2 great pistol kills, 1 bullet as well, and then Navi answered straight back with a classic Tech 9 push there, and it was kind of disappointing. You expected VP to hold that B push off. They were playing very passively with the SMGs. I think when they had they went for the opted for the SMG buy, I think you need to be playing on top of the Ts.
Yeah, you got to be closer.
Yeah, like that's when the SMGs actually were. They were playing so deep though. The Tech 9s just came in and they had the advantage almost. So they just had to come in and 2 shots from the Tech 9 completely took them down.
Pasha almost brought it back. He started unloading with that P90, you know, all the way at the start of this, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it done. So, well, still pause trying to fix this sound issue and just keeping us waiting going into the last round of the half, where honestly, we saw Navi with just the pistols and they almost took a round from VP. Before they were kind of playing passive, they were still, you know, pushing out towards middle. But the pistols almost brought them down, so even then, I think Navi is still with a pretty decent chance to get the double digit here.
Yeah, I think so. I think this execute will be perfect for them. They've been working the pick game for so long. Like just doing a full-on execute at the start of the round, it'll be something completely different. Like a full set piece at the start. At the start of the round, it's normally not recommended. You're normally supposed to get map control straight away, and then you go into a set piece. But this, I think, with the current situation they're in, they can't even afford to work the map. They're going to get shut down in almost every single area. So they need to go towards B. Unload the grenades, get the Molotovs into the key positions, and then they can go in from there. Like we said before, getting the bomb down and forcing a post-plant situation, especially when they can kind of push up and get the surprise kills with the Tech 9s, could be kind of interesting to see that one goes down. We see a player actually disconnected from the server now. And after all the delays we had getting into this one, you hate to see this one being slowed down after such an exciting finish to the game. VP clawing some rounds back and showing they might have a chance of getting back into this one.
Yeah, Edward out of it. I wonder if they'll, even without the rifles, if Seized will still throw the Molotov to the sandbag so that two of his allies can get into construction.
Yeah,
then from there, they can throw the Molotov to barrels. They can throw the smoke to the window. Just go super quick into that B site. And I assume Neo's going to go in for an M4, still sitting on a 5-7. Lots of incendiaries, though. So VP probably has a read on Navi's money. So if they pre-smoke and Molotov everything, that could shut down Navi's...
They've been playing 3 players towards B so far, like that's new setup they're doing. So the fact they've got the Molotovs in hand, if they see the smokes flying over the start of the round, all they need to do is just wait 5 seconds, drop the incendiaries in the key positions, and they should be able to hold it off pretty convincingly, especially when they've got the rifles as well. This is the point where they can play a little bit more passively. They haven't got SMGs in hand. They've got a full rifle set up. They're looking at the money right now. Neo isn't going to be buying the AWP unless he's already got one. Has he got one? No, he hasn't. So he'll be buying an M4 as well. No, yeah, there is an AWP on the floor.
There's an AWP on the ground, yeah. Very...
hidden away there. He'll have an AWP. Nice. So he's got a decent spawn as well. We've seen him going towards the stair
probably
area.
Fast towards Fountain.
Yeah, well, he's been going towards the stairs area, but he hasn't been able to do much with it. He keeps going down, and Zeus isn't facing it whatsoever.
Zeus expects it. He's always so passive back there by the ladder.
Yeah, he's been going there every single time. We haven't seen him able to pick up the first frag there yet, but interesting how this one goes down.
So really, I don't know how many more possibilities we could really entertain. We've covered pretty much everything. Maybe the CTs will just go.
Maybe they'll be rushed.
They'll stack A, and they've got their repelling gear, and they'll just come down off the bridge into the B site for the retake. Actually, what do you think about the B site? Do you think it's like viable for CTs to go heavier towards A and just like retake B? Because there's not many like fantastic post plant positions for terrorists there.
Yeah, I think I actually like the 3-man setup towards A. I think it works quite well. You can rotate pretty quickly back to the A side as long as you have decent anchors on A. Like you have your Guardians like holding long area, and you have a decent player like either getting into bathrooms or just holding passively on A. You can get a lot of information and fall back quite quickly before the rotate comes in. My favorite way to play this map is like what Navi normally do is just getting Guardian to push up middle. He's so confident with the AWP. He can just show so much aggression, and it's just so difficult to shut him down. Every time you try and face him, he's just got a read on you, and he's flicking to you every single time. I think that's the strongest Navi can be in here. Just showing a lot of aggression, getting the AWP working for them, and moving Guardian around almost every single round.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was what they couldn't do on VP. They even had 3 different people try it to get that initial pick out towards the bathrooms, then fall back so they could start with the man advantage, but it was not.
Well, sometimes when even they were getting the first pick, like even when Navi were on ecos, they would push into the bathroom, get the first pick, work, okay guys, they're eco, and then they would just hang around for too long. Like at that point, when you realize the team's on even Tech 9s or PT50s, you don't even want to be in a close situation where they can start swarming you and trying to get the guns off you. You want to take that opportunity to fall back to the bomb site. You know they're going to have a lack of utility, and that's when you can start actually drilling them from long range.
All right, so Overpass, I guess, we've talked quite a bit about it. What do you, so the series overall, it's going to be Overpass here, and then it was VP that went in for that train pick, and Mirage, as I expected, to be kept in, but as it was being random with 3 maps, we had that, 33% chance of Mirage came out, so. Yeah,
I think this is going to be a 2-0. The fact that, well, I don't know actually. This is Navi's map, right? So they maybe like VP. We saw Taz with his strategy book there. They've obviously been doing their homework and what Navi do. It's going to be a really interesting series nonetheless. Like if Navi can keep this kind of form up, we know VP currently are in a little bit of a slump, experimenting almost this event. Like we haven't seen Neo being the main AWP for almost ever. Like it's always been Pasha switching it up, and after the last event as well, like after they get taken down with Kinguin like 16-0, you've got to ask yourself, is there something going on within the team? Like, is going back-to-back events really the best thing they can do right now?
Yeah, that is true. I wonder about Train. I feel like the teams, we think of Navi, and we've obviously seen it from here on Overpass, how slow and tactical they are, able to control the map and rotate out. But from what I've seen of Navi on Train, they're actually just pretty quick. Well,
that's the thing with Train, right? Like, there's not too many things, and there's not too many options you can actually employ. Like, you have the wall of smoke tactics where you go outside, get the bomb down, and you can do that at a very slow pace. You can work a pick at the start of the round, but normally the CTs are quite aware of doing that. Guardian go towards main and jump on the box and look for a pick, but CTs have kind of worked out how to play the map now. So your options are wall of smoke, get the bomb down, and force a post-plant situation where you have a very fast tactic where you push out of main quickly. And like Thorin was saying as well, it's almost kind of random when you get out there.
Outside really is random.
You kind of just get out and you have to look every single angle. There's so many to choose from. It's almost impossible to even predict where the CTs will be playing from, what crossfire they'll be employing. But I think there's so much more the teams need to be doing on this map. Like the fakes are starting to get interesting a little bit. Where we've seen a lot of teams recently, they'll fake an inside by just smoking the inside and then getting one player just to get in and hide behind a train without even getting spotted. And at that point, when you get the player in the inside bomb site and he can kind of allow the teams to do the outside smokes and look like it's been a complete inside fake, he can flank from the back as well. We used to do it on Source quite a lot. That was a real strong tactic, just getting one man in there as the spy almost and kind of lurking very well. So be interested to see what kind of new stuff gets brought into play in this game especially.
Yeah, they added a bit more, like you can throw the smokes from the white halls now, obviously. So that's right above the ladder. So you can very easily throw the outside smokes, go right back to inner, or throw the outside smokes and come down the ladder. But also, as Thorin and Hiko were touching on, all the cover's gone. They moved T middle. You no longer have that initial train. And also ladder is gone. But we're back into it finally.
Good work.
We can
Filled
see
nicely.
What is going to happen here. At least one of our possibilities has to come to fruition here in round 15.
If it doesn't, we've done something terribly
wrong.
Then
we're fired. So it looks like they're going to move off towards the tunnels and out towards A, but the bomb's still kind of hanging back. Early Molotov from Zeus trying to get that control. And Neo's actually going to push through it, but he's so smoked that he goes for that op shot, and Zeus will bring him down. And he gets a kill, the double with the Molotov. Was Snacks just standing in it? Or pressure from the other side? Taz, though, coming in, trying to make amends. He gets it back into a 2-on-2, but remember, his Tech 9 armor is now Navi. They've got a rifle in their hands on Guardian. Taz, though, just terrorizing them here, looking for perhaps a quad kill. He's already up to 3. Guardian tried to come down the stairs. He needs to get back to that bomb. That's a smoke. He's not going to be baited, and Guardian will find one, but they were perfectly set up.
Yeah, that could have gone horribly wrong. Like, had he have found that dink there, it could have gone either way, but 9-6 in favor of Navi, a great half for them. As I said before, one of the world's greatest CT sides on Overpass, so depending on how this pistol goes, this could be a very dangerous position for VP. They managed to come back quite nicely, actually. Like, after going down so heavily, like stringing 4 rounds together at the end, there was a great comeback from them. And I tip my hat to them, like, saying, like, after I thought they were almost out of it completely, that great bit of momentum towards the end was fantastic.
Yeah, they finally adapted. It was maybe just a little bit too late. You'd like that 9 and the 6 to be either reversed or both of them just flipped over. It'll be tough. Pistol rounds, though, on a 9-6, 8-7 scoreline. There's always hope, so perhaps if they can get off to the start.
It's a pistol VP you have to win, essentially. There's no choice about it. They need to work out what they're going to be doing. I think a lot of pistol rounds now are going in the favor of just rushing towards a bomb site, armoring up. We saw Navi getting the armor last time, but they went for a slower approach, and that's when you get picked off, especially the T side. If you go for armor, especially an armor and a Tech 9, and you work very slowly, the CT weapons have the 1-bullet headshot advantage. They can just hold very far back and pick you off, exactly like that Pasha demonstrated. If VP are going to do this, I'd like to see them rush into the bomb site and just try and force it into a 50-50 situation, just going under that first frag, at least getting the bomb down and making it difficult for Navi in that way. Looks like we're now going to have yet another delay here as we're waiting for the next pistol round to start. I'm not really sure what the issue is this time, but we won't be going straight into the pistol round, so maybe we can fill for another 20 minutes.
Oh, we got it. Well, we actually have some stats up there, some beautiful looking stats as well. Pasha had 5 2Ks. Guardian, we saw him with 2 3Ks with that AWP. Took him at one point he was like 1 and 6. It took him a little while to get going, but once he did, it was really, really tough. And actually, the delay is over. We are ready to go
back, everyone. Let's do
to the pistol round. I've seen VP do 2 things quite a bit here on Overpass. They do have a slow strat on their pistol round on the T side. They'll kind of take 3 over towards that playground and hold with 2 lurking over at B, but they do have a quick, like, throwing, they get the stairs control, they throw some B smokes, and they go very quickly up short. And we do see smokes and decoys, so it might be this sort of B fake coming out initially. Let's see. Bomb is in front. That's maybe a little worrying, but I don't think they're going through Monster. No, they're not. They're going to come through short. So smokes and decoys abounding going over, and that's actually a commitment onto the B site. They're trying to get in. Edward, though, behind that column. Flamey helping out as well. Flamey from Canal going to find 2, and now a 3rd. I think with the silenced weapon, they don't even know he's there, and he gets 4.
So they kind of took my advice though, the whole B rush getting in there straight away, but Flamey just had their number completely, locked them down, the one bullet headshots, and that's going to be devastating to VP. The fact he got so, they didn't even get a bomb down there, they're going to be working out what to do now. You can see they're actually picking up armor and PT-50s here. Whether they'll have the same sort of response Navi did after losing the pistol, I'm not so sure. Without actually having like any strong weapons, they haven't got many Tech 9s. The PT-50, not renowned for his running and shooting ability like the Tech 9 we saw Navi's demonstrate last time. And you can see like this is different now. Navi actually know how to play these anti-eco properly.
Put the rifles in the right
rifles
spots.
out, and you get the P90s pushed up. You get some information here. Actually pick up a frag as well. And then look at this. That's how you use it. Perfect stuff from him, and that's going to be a great start to, and it's going to lock down the fourth spot as well.
So that's 2 rounds towards B. I wonder if VP's maybe got a read on exactly where these positions are for Navi. Maybe they'll try to go there coming into the first rifle, but that's still a little ways off.
It's going to be almost a throwaway round here for VP. They can't afford to buy absolutely anything here. No bombs going down at all. Full Glock set up. You can see one flashbang coming in from Taz. A couple of PT-50s there towards the end, but I think they'll just be looking to go towards the bomb site. One flash. If they can find any kills whatsoever, that'll be a blessing, but almost essentially this is a throwaway round for them.
Looks like they'll take maybe some information gathering out towards middle and A. See how the setup is going to go there. But Navi, and now look at this. This is what we didn't see VP do. And when they knew they were up against pistols, they were still pushing forward. But Navi's just chilling. They got their rifles and they're taking the long sight lines.
You get this information. You've got the advantage. Take it. Don't take the game to them.
And Zeus,
like, you want to make sure you get it.
Zeus coming up the stairs. No one has any idea. He could. Not, is he? Oh my gosh.
Oh!
He does it. He goes for the 1500, and they all turn. And Edward, they spray him down from the other side.
Good
Guardian
Lord.
with a 3-pointer takes down Neo with the grenade, and
oh god,
I'm
you
sorry.
hate to see it happen.
Someone call the authorities.
Good lord, that was a great stuff from him. Great move from Zood, pushing right behind there. VP, like I said, is a throwaway round, but getting a knife like that's got to be difficult for the morale. Now they have the first gun run here. They won't have the AWP to play with. Of course, Guardian will pick up his AWP, and it looks like this is what we were talking about before. They get that mid-aggression here, and he's so dangerous in position, especially having got an AWP to counter him as well. He can just do whatever he likes and go for any sort of pick he feels like.
All right, so VP moving off towards that B side of the map. Taz and Snacks working on the stair control. That will push Edward back a little bit. Guardian there to assist him on his fallback. And is it going to be a B tank? Still, obviously, tons of time in the rounds, and all rifles for the VP side. We'll start to see those smokes coming over. Flashes as well, telegraphing this a bit. Zeus, oh my gosh, they're flashing. They're just running into each other. Now the wall of smokes. Those pop flashes were amazing. Coming over the wall, the bomb's going to go down. Bombs almost went down to the 5v5, but there was the quick kill and refrag. Now Pasha moving into the pit. Nicely done from him, finding those 2 kills. And a 3rd through the wall right there. 4 on the round overall, finally. And the ace for Pasha.
Fantastic stuff, and I actually really like that from VP. Get into the bomb zone nice and quickly. As we said before, it's not normally recommended to do fast set pieces like that, but you normally get map control. They just went straight in, got the wall of smokes down, bomb down straight away, and Pasha finding some amazing form right there and getting an ace himself. So signs of life still for VP. They still can get back into this one. It's going to, like, Guardian still has an AWP after getting that knife as well. Their economy was boosted by that. So they get a full rifle setup and an AWP as well.
Yeah, however, you know, kind of giving up the early 3 rounds of both halves for VP, it's going to make it a bit of a statistical anomaly if they're able to come back. But after that round, after getting knifed and then coming into the next round with an ace, but Guardian, where we've always seen him up on those flowers, he missed the hard shot for the behind the rock, but he does at least find one, and this is what we talked about in that larger break, that Guardian's going to find an up kill on every round, and now kind of going 1v1, and he finds 3 just like that. There's actually, it's funny, there's no fallback position on either side of Long, right?
I just don't understand why they're committing to that, though. They haven't, like, flashed him, they haven't smoked him off whatsoever. They're almost giving him frags. He's got the advantage every single face in that situation. Guardian being the world's best AWP right now. He plays there almost every single time, boosted up in that position. He took 1 shot, dropped down, and picks up 3 as well. No answer back whatsoever. That's really sloppy from VP. And the fact they didn't even utilize any of the utility they had that round is a clean sweep from them as well. And that's the kind of response we know Navi can do, but Navi, the VP there, I was kind of disappointed by that. It's kind of almost borderline playing bad.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe a little too amped up from Pasha's last round. They're like, oh, we can just take Guardian on, no problem. And instead, he destroys them And it was a flawless victory. They didn't even lose a player. So this is where it gets rough. You get that economy building into a CT-sided map like Overpass.
At this stage of the game as well, you win one round as well. That's when you need to start capitalizing on that. You know you're behind here. You need to do something clever. Maybe just done the same round again. They worked so well from before. And now they're going to be pushed to P250s. And Guardian would have just ascertained that. And now look, this is what you should be doing. You've got the information. You fall back. You get yourself into a better position.
How does he get 2? Oh my gosh. VP had the read on him, but Edward's just too quick. And now things falling apart here. The P250s, and, only able to strike once, but Edward struck back twice as hard. So 4 on 2. C's moving up, wanted to work around the smoke. Neo on the other side of it. Now C's moving forward. Actually kind of giving maybe VP an opportunity to get a bit closer and, the man advantage, and they will take it. But now there's Guardian, and he will miss. 2 on 2, Flamey now from behind. So Neo by himself, although the A bomb site now is so big, so able to plan here behind the truck. And will he play yeah, he'll fall down and rotate over towards bank, so able to play from there. Smoke's available. Zeus with the smoke. It looks like he wanted to throw it. Stairs or bank. That was the grenade. Now they've both got smoke, so they could easily just smoke him out. They'll finally spot him, though. 1v1. No armor here for Neo. Bit of a concern. Flamey does have a kit on the other side of things, but the 1v1, and he knows that Molotov, but Flamey just pushes in, kind of catches him off guard, and that'll be that. Navi getting up to 14 rounds now.
Navi are kind of lucky there that Flamey actually pulled out a really smart play there. Doing the fake defuse as the smoke bloomed as well, like kind of forcing Neo to come and face as well. But Navi quite sloppy. I was just complimenting them on their great falling back strategy, but the fact they allowed VP to even get 2 frags of P250s there, especially Guardian when he's playing on the bomb side facing down middle area there. You have to question why that happened, but they pulled it back nonetheless, and it's going to boost VP's economy. This is difficult for Navi now, as they actually allowed them to get a full buy, and we saw the set piece going so well for VP last time. There'd be no reason why they wouldn't just do that again, to be honest. It worked so well before. Why not just employ it again?
And we saw this yesterday. Flamey, the second opper in the double op setup. This is not what Navi does. Generally, it's going to be Edward. Sometimes Seized or Zeus, but Flamey, it's like their rifler. Maybe more overconfidence, maybe trying to change up just so. I mean, Navi are like the top team now. Everyone's looking towards them. Yeah. So maybe they are trying to just diversify a little bit. We will see. Early damage to that door. Edward down to 34. VP spread off towards the B bomb site. They do have those the stair control with Taz and Snacks. And what, 45 seconds off the round. Zeus is jump spotting. I think, yeah, he just saw them, so he'll put the spam through the boards.
Damage it.
Does connect, yeah. Molotov as well, stopping the rush. Let's see, the set smoke coming in from Taz. Oh, I like that one. That's a super easy, too. That's going to block off Graffiti from Flamey. Again, that op. Headshot, nice Molotov there. Coming in from VP, so that keeps Zeus stuck in the pit. A bit of a gap here. One smoke not quite enough to get all the Graffiti. Oh, they actually did have 2 down. That's beautiful. Nice set strat from VP. Still a 3-on-3. Going to be very, very close coming into this. Neo finally getting Flamey down through the boards. So Edward and Guardian retaking with the A1S and an AWP both through Graffiti. Can Guardian give them that opening? He's going to get that pop flash in. On the other side, Edward, though, not able to do anything on the back of that, and they'll pick up both of the ops, and it looks like they're going to save. Can Guardian cross to the other side? Yes.
Yeah, it's what I'm talking about. It was almost a no-brainer from VP. Like that round worked for them so well before. They did it very fast last time. That time they actually waited a little bit. It wasn't so telegraphed. Went to all, got some map control, did the full B execute, got the couple of kills as they came in. Bomb goes down. It was almost impossible retake for Edward and Guardian there. The saving grace for them is they pick up a dual orc setup. Didn't really work out so well for them, but they are going to manage to keep them. And this round's obviously going to be very important. If Navi managed to bounce back and win this round, it's going to leave VP with no money whatsoever going into the final round.
Yeah, Navi with the... It's always great to have the 2-for-1 situation on your round when you're at 14 and just close it out super easy. So VP needs to make their stand. And VP pretty much in a place where they're going to be buying every single round now that Navi can easily get to that match point. So let's see what happens. Flamey once again. It doesn't look like it's a joke. He's going for the op. So perhaps something new. 5 rifles, though, for VP. Once again, same setup. 2 in those stairs, 3 outside of Monster. This time, though, the bomb is in the stairs, and Taz is going to find that opening pick. He'll bring down Edward, and with that, they're going to go straight into B. Those CCs were out there aggressive for Navi, so the rotation longer. Flamey gets 1 shot, but Neo and Bialy locking it down, a 4-on-2 right now. So VP having signs of life when they need it the most.
Yeah, I'm not really liking this AWP setup they've got going on in B right now. VP are also aware of it. Getting the set pieces down, getting the smokes, flushing out the AWP with the Molotovs as well. He's not even having like Flamey's behind the barrels there. He's just completely locked down, burning alive. Managed to pick up 1 frag as a consolation before he went down. But I think this needs to do what VP did there. Just get the rifle setup set up in there, get the crossfires going, and they'll be able to shut it down quite easily as long as they utilize their utility properly.
So he's hanging out by the DJ, and he will find a frag, making them pay a little bit more. But VP finding another round, and this will be consecutive. First time they've got consecutive rounds here into the second half. 2 bomb explosions for them. A little bit of noise from Taz there. 14-9. This broke.
So Guardian and Seized have saved big weapons there, but I would not advise them to force buy this one. They should probably just focus on trying to win the round with the small pistols and utilizing the weapons they actually have. If they started forcing this situations when they get themselves in the same sort of pit the VP did as well, and they lose about 4 or 5 rounds in a row, and then you have to rebalance the economy, and that's when you start getting in really difficult situations, especially when VP look like they may be clawing back into this one as well.
It gets a bit worrying when you're on 14 and then the other team finally cracks the double digits.
Yeah.
You're like, uh-oh. And when you're on CT as well, because you got to manage the money so much more carefully. You can't go for the force fight because it can hurt you so much. Still, though, hope on the round with Guardian and Seas. Snacks finding Zeus. Taz there, but brought down by Flamey, and Snacks there again to find that refrag. So 4-on-3 favor of VP. Bomb to go down. Edward trying to lurk around the smoke here in the B bomb site. Coming from Graffiti. Looks like he has been spammed up a little bit. Actually, that was Guardian helping out. Let's see, smoke to sandbags. He's moving in. They've got to get the players out of the canals. Neo and Monster. Bialy down there to the left, and another player sandbags that has been smoked off. Bialy to find one. Guardian, though, hitting that shot. He's alone right now, and Bialy finishes it with a triple.
So now you have to kind of ask yourself, VP keep going towards the B bomb site almost every single time, and they're winning these rounds. At this point, they could probably just do a very fast set piece onto A, or even just go up onto long. And that's the point where Navi got to start adjusting to what they're doing now. Like, after 3 rounds planting there consecutively, I think Navi will try and adapt to it, and it's where it kind of gets interesting for VP with what kind of strategy they employ now.
Neo going to pick the op up on the T side. Maybe he'll have a bit more success with it. But once again, it's the very, very same, default setup at the start of the round for VP. 2 towards the connector, 3 out towards B, so very likely going towards B again. But this time Zeus is going to get that first frag, but Snacks going down from the stairs right there on the trade. 4v4, still going to favor those terrorists. Snacks with the pump flash over, getting in, and there's another trade out towards Monster. Those both coming through the smoke, and Snacks actually pushing one of his own. Seized, he needs to find that kill onto Taz. Snacks, though, just doing so much. He's turned it on here.
Okay.
In the second half.
Double Glock kill, why not?
Yeah, pulling out the Glock, and now Edward coming in, and he'll be brought down. Neo gets the op shot. Uh-oh.
It's getting really weird now. Like, the fact they keep going towards B every single time, they can't actually hold it off. Why? I said before that maybe they should change it and kind of surprise them a little bit, but it's working so well. They're actually going in and getting double Glock kills now. That's happening, apparently. So if they can do that and get into B, get the bomb down, seems like this set piece they've got with all the smokes, like Navi don't have a response to it. And now they're getting in the situation, they're doing the CZ buys here. Maybe they're going to just full-on stack B at this moment and think, guys, I keep trying this, why don't we just actually all just go over there? I think that's what they're actually doing now.
But this one, will they do it on the rifle, though, is the thing.
It's such a difficult call. You just think, oh, they might change what they're doing this time. This is how you start eating out of the hand of VP.
Yeah. Well, even VP changing it up a bit. They don't send 2 in through those stairs. Pasha, though, coming in, finding that entry. Bialy right behind him, once towards the B site. Oh, Pasha. He's had some really good entries. Obviously, the acing round, and then here, finding another 3. This just on pistol, so they don't count quite as much, and Bialy will finish it off. So VP, 12 rounds. This is how many they got up against Navi at DreamHack just recently.
This is interesting. They got 5 in a row now, all towards the B-bomb site. So what's the response from Navi here? They've dropped the dual AWP setup. Flamey is no longer going to be running that. Guardian's going to be main AWPer. He's going to be going towards his normal long position here. But it's just all going to come down to that B-bomb site. They're getting absolutely wrecked. Maybe they need to show some more aggression and style around. See, Edward actually should get onto the stairs area maybe. And he can kind of counter and push behind maybe, yeah. That's
been the crucial point. Snacks, who has had so many big rounds, has always come in through these stairs. Navi need to put more focus on it. And as a result, already we would have normally seen an early kill. Edward, though, full blind! He brings down
That's what they needed. A bit of magic through the smoke, fully blind, why not? And that's what they needed. He's going to be able to fall back now, and that's going to stop the set piece being so effective that they don't have all 5 men to play with.
Really can't account for something like that. So, Navi have done it. They've got that. Well, actually, Taz is still in here. trying to get out. Zeus will find him. Looks like Navi 5-on-3 now with a good chance. Although with so many rounds in a row, we know that the money is very good for VP, so they'll still be able to fight back.
Oh, they'll be buying the rest of this game.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. But Flamey giving away a questionable pick there, I think he didn't need to do that whatsoever. And Edward dies here as well. It's going to be very dangerous to Navi.
Well, it was 5-on-3, maybe just going for like a quick info grab. Still not necessary, but
I still don't think you need it. I think the fact he's giving it away now is giving them a chance in this round. Flamey didn't even, like, you may get the info, but you've actually given your frag away. He knew an AWP was there as well. He already faced it.
Yeah, that is true. And Neo got that shot. Maybe he can get another here. The Molotov doesn't go off. That's a blunder. I think they realized this. They're like, oh, wait, no Molotov. Now we've got to check barrels. But I think that's it. That Molotov could have been the round right there. Seas pulls out the USP and finishes it. Navi on match point.
Yeah, as you said, that Molotov not going off is really important. The fact that Seas going to stay in that position there and not going to be flushed out, he actually got some couple of very easy frags in the back. So here we go, 15-12. Navi managed to find a little bit of room to breathe there, but it all came down to Edward just pushing down into that stairs area and just somehow getting the fully flashed through smoke kill. And that's what it's taken for him to actually break VP. It looked like VP they had no response whatsoever, especially to the B takes. So it was a good idea from them, but I feel like he got a little bit lucky getting that first frag.
All right, 5-on-5. Taz once again towards the stairs. No one coming down. Edward doesn't want to go. And fine, this is the first time we've seen something different from VP. They actually move off towards Playground. Are they going to catch off Guardian? He's actually very far forward. He has no support, and Snacks will find the opener. Guardian. That's a bit aggressive there by yourself.
I guess they've got rounds to play with. He wants to end this one right now. He wants to get the early pick like Edward did last round and kind of just shut it down and say, guys, I've done it. But unfortunately, he gets taken down, got flashed very early on, falling back to absolutely nowhere. When you commit that far down to long, you can only really fall down to the tree. But at that point, he was too flashed, couldn't even find that area.
Also, the tree's like not that safe anymore. Most teams will have a preset Molotov and some AGs to toss in there just because it has become so popular, the tree rock setup.
Here we go. The set piece going in yet again to B. Whether they actually go into it will be interesting. They could just do it for...
They could fake it
exactly.
like once.
I don't think they will. It's worked so well so far. But and here we go. They go into the B bomb site. And this is it. Bialy picks up the first frag on the Flamey. And now, on the back foot, Navi actually onto the back with the kill onto Taz as well. Neo gets down Seas. It'll be a 4-on-2 situation. And this is extremely difficult for Navi now. Zeus actually picks up a kill on Pasha as well.
Pasha really needed to find that one. Now Edward still faced with a 1v2. Still going to be difficult. The bomb is down, and a player moving on to either side here for the after plants. Snacks up towards Graffiti. Neo there in the canal. The flash will go his way. Edward's still trying to come into this. We'll see Snacks taking that long rotation up. It is planted for window, right? It's not behind the plywood stack. There's no way for Edwards to defuse that without being visible. He's got no smoke for upper. He's trying to clear everything, but there's no chance. And VP played that really well once they got to the 2v1, 2v2.
So after Navi managed to claw back that amazing round with the Edward magic and stairs there, they're going to be forced into an eco here. Like, they have absolutely nothing to play with. And this is where it gets dangerous. It's looking like it could go to overtime sort of territory right now. Okay. Like, Navi don't have any sort of response to the B takes, are losing the first picks as well. Like Guardian getting a little bit frustrated by pushing up long there. I don't think he needed to do that. I think he could have just played his normal position and kind of worked the one pick. We saw it worked so well from in the early CT rounds, but there we go, a full eco now from the CTs. They're going to have to play the 30th round to try and close this one out.
Well, we do see some aggression here from the CTs into that construction. Bialy will be the man on the lurk here by that coil outside monster. The rest, 3 people just walking up long for VP. No one there, no one even in A. We do have a man pushed forward, I believe seized, but this should be pretty easy for VP unless perhaps Seas gets in behind them, but with just a silence USP, there's not too much damage you can do. Maybe some disruption because the rotations have come back in. Some of those are the upgraded pistols, but now the smokes go off. Neo and Taz finding it, and Seas was one of the casualties on that list, so that means the flank was shut down. Edward maybe going to have a go at it, but 5-on-3 and Navi trying to come in with the pistols. Zeus probably saves here because at least he still has full armor. Oh, Edward does as well. Flamey's like the only one to maybe set up and try to at least get a kill. And Zeus still going for it, does find one. Taz and Snacks to bring him down. And Edward in a 1v4 might find this kill and just opt to sit on the swings.
So we will be going into the 30th round now. I wouldn't have called this whatsoever going into the beginning of this half. Navi haven't been the same as we've seen them before, and we will be going into a little pause as well. Whether this is tactical or...
They've said timeout.
Okay, right. So they're going to go into... They're trying to plan how they're going to take this last round. So they haven't got much to play with. They've got Famises, pistols. They can see the money is there to buy an AWP on Edward if they choose to. He hasn't got to go to. They can actually go for a full rifle setup here, which is kind of interesting. Seeing as like Guardian has had a couple of really big rounds of AWP, he hasn't been locking it down completely. They've been going towards the B bomb side almost every single time, and he hasn't even got an opportunity to get into the game. Maybe that's the kind of counter to Guardian, essentially. If he's playing A very heavily, you just keep going towards B with your set smokes, your Molotovs, and just knowing where the CT is going to be. Like, what's been the response so far? The main man, Guardians, have been having to retake with no men left, and 9 times out of 10, he's just having to save and fall back with the AWP.
Yeah. And you could say, like, maybe let's put Guardian in B, but then the set smokes and Molotovs are not going to give him a sight line. There's nothing to op.
Yeah. You know, you'd just be playing, he'd be forced to jump out of upper and go into the bomb side area, and he'd just be trying to no-scope everyone flicking around. I think if they'd have shown some more aggression, perhaps towards the stairs area, maybe sending 2 men down there and like showing some a pincer maneuver.
Well, that's the one round they got, and that was what, if I could click on my game here, that was round 27 where Navi did that, and they did win. So I think that could be a smart approach.
So you can see there, so he's kind of get the troops together, build the morale up. What has he got in his locker in terms of storage for strategies? You can see it's going to be a 4 Famous buy, 1 M4 there. Not much in terms of utility to play for, so they've got 2 options here. They either go quite aggressive, try to go for that first frag again. They won't be able to hold off the CTs. They haven't got any incendiaries. They haven't got the flash. They've got 2 flashmen to play with. It's not going to be enough to hold off a full set piece again from Virtus.pro.
Yeah, and then you just look at VP, the complete opposite. Full smokes, full Molotovs, flashes, nades. They've got absolutely everything. And we've seen this a lot for them, again, moving off towards the stairs. A bit more spread out on their default, as they will have Pasha up towards the playground. So Edward, they're moving in here to construction, trying to control the door area. But look at the boost, Taz, trying to look out the little window up there. A very nice play, hoping a player would be sandbags, and that would have given them a fantastic opening. And being super careful. Look at the Molotov through the smoke, just in case someone is sitting by those shelves. And even smokes out. This is a Navi holding this. Why hold B when you can just hold construction? Nades coming through, trying to get them out of here, but Taz is down and Bialy is extremely low. Edward spraying. He'll have to reload. Neo does hit a shot elsewhere onto Flamey.
This is good for Metro. Look at this. Push pretty close as well.
He needs to get that frag. He doesn't do it. Edward, though, behind it, and then Pasha behind him, flanking the flanker. 2-on-2 right now, now to 1. It's Guardian by himself with an AK. Neo with the op, Pasha, AK as well. Guardian coming sandbags, and it seems like they both kind of know this. Molotov going in, gotta slow him down. The Guardian finds a kill, drops the bomb though. No kid on Guardian, but at this point in the 1v1, it shouldn't really matter all that much. 1 smoke thrown, another picked up by Neo, so he could re-smoke it. Will Guardian try to re-push? Or there it is, Neo gonna take it and just go towards A. So now the retake. Ooh, the 1v1 cam's coming up. Guardian taking a good look at that knife. And here he is. Will he go bank? Will he go up these stairs? Oh, it was planted. Guardian just saw him. That smoke's going to go in. And oh, he's spotted. And we're into OT as Neo hits the headshot. And VP comes back into this.
Amazing stuff from him. Such a smart player as well. 1-on-1 situation. Guardian in the 2v1. Kits at the first frag there. And Neo, the perfect smoke as well, allows himself to get towards the A bomb site. As soon as he gets the bomb down, it looked like if Guardian had just pushed a little bit quicker, he could have taken him down. But a sensational headshot to finish things off there.
Very, very nice. I mean, honestly, though, that plant, his head kind of was spotted when he stood back up. It was like milliseconds of timing there for him to get that bomb down, the nice smoke, and back off. So now into OT. The sides will stay the same going into this first OT, so it's going to be VP right back on that T side.
Well, I think Navi learned a lot from those CT rounds, especially after regulation time. You can go into OT and think, oh God, what actually went wrong there? I think they can ascertain the B bomb site was an absolute disaster for them. They're getting locked down by 1 set piece, it's doing every single time. But yeah, great stuff from VP. Actually managing to pull that one back after losing the CT half early on is very difficult. Looks like we'll be taking yet another break here. I think it's a toilet break this time for about the 3rd time.
That makes sense.
So
we don't have that luxury as casters.
No.
We never get to go anywhere. So, I mean, would you say both teams kind of adapting late?
I don't think Navi adapted at all, really. Until that last round. They didn't really seem to have an answer whatsoever. I liked what they did in the last round. They pushed